look quite scary. Wow, goodness me. Oh, hello everybody. Hello. I've got such a lot of stuff around me today, haven't I? I'm looking at this book, you know. It's got snakes in it. Do you want to have a look? Can you see if I show you those snakes there? I'm looking at the patterns on them. They've got some beautiful patterns. They're red and they're yellow and they're black and they're all stripy. And the patterns change. Have you noticed how it starts off with one colour, then it changes, and then it changes again? It's like a pattern that repeats itself. Red, black, yellow, black. Red, black, yellow, black, red, black, yellow, black, red, black, yellow, black. Oh my goodness me, what a busy snake with a busy pattern. Oh dear. Do you know there's lots of patterns around in life? Lots and lots of patterns. There's patterns on animals, and there's patterns on flowers. There's patterns on butterflies. Can you think of some more? There's lots of patterns. But you know, we can make some patterns as well. I was thinking about all the different things that I've got in my house and how I could make some patterns with them. And then I can help you to learn about patterns as well and how they change. Shall we do that today for our magic maths lesson? Yeah? Hang on, what's missing? Have you got yours? You need to go get yours if you haven't got them already. Got mine just here, because if it's maths, I'm gonna need those magic glasses on. Let's pop them on, shall we? That's better. Now my brain's working. Now my eyes are working. Now I'm really going to be able to see some patterns and make some patterns with you today. Now, I picked up some things that I saw around my house so that I could show you just how we can make some patterns today. But I think before we do that, I'm going to show you some other patterns that you might see in life. These are called dice patterns. You might see these if you're playing a game and you have a little dice and you have to roll it, and they have these patterns on them, don't they? I'm going to hold it a bit closer so you can see. What can you see on that pattern? Is it just one dot? It was just one, wasn't it? What about this one? 4, you're right. What about this one? 5, you're right. And 6. And 3. And the last one, 2, that's right. I've shown you those dice patterns today because we're going to be looking at dice patterns a lot as the weeks go on, and dice patterns never change. Those ones on a dice are always the same. It always looks like that if it's 2. It always looks like that if it's 3. Always looks like that if it's 6. And if it's 5. And if it's 4. And if it's 1. They always look like that. But there are some patterns in life that can change, and we can make them change because we're going to make our own patterns today. So keep watching and I'll show you. Oh, now what do I use first? I've got toilet rolls, I've got cups and glasses, I've got crisps, I've got fruit, I've got socks, I've got spoons, and I've got some beans. Perhaps we better use fruit today because we've been talking about that story, haven't we? The hungry caterpillar. So let's use some of the fruit that he had in the story. Right. I'm going to show you a really simple pattern, and we're just going to use the Friday fruit, oranges, And the Tuesday fruit, pears. Okay, so here we go. Watch my pattern really carefully. 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange. This is where I want you to think. Looking at the pattern so far, 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange, 1 pear, 1 orange. What comes next? Would it be another pear? Yes, it would, because you can see the changes every time, can't you? But that's what we call a repeating pattern. A repeating pattern, because what it starts off with up here, it carries on the same. It's a repeating pattern, okay? And it's called a two-way repeating pattern, because the second shape, or the second piece of fruit, is the one that's changing. Can you see that? It's not the first one, it's the second one that's changing. All right. Now, we're going to try a different one now. I'm going to try another one. Put those oranges away. We'll keep going with the fruit from the story, but we'll use plums this time. Find the plums. Stretch over for the plums. There we go. Ooh, this fruit's going a little bit soggy now. It's been here a little while. So, we'll start off with 1 plum. 1 plum. 1 orange, 1 plum. What should come next? 1 orange, 1 plum, 1 orange. And I'm going to leave the last 2 fruits for you to think about. Plum, orange, plum, orange, plum, orange. Do you think it's plum? Yeah? And what do you think comes next? That's right! It should be an orange. And then, as you can see, we've got that lovely repeating pattern where the second fruit is the one that changes. Plum, orange, plum, orange, plum, orange, plum, orange. Easy peasy, isn't it? Let's do another one. Let's put the fruit to one side. This time we'll use the crisps. Who doesn't like a packet of crisps? We love crisps in our house, which is why we got lots. We've got some salt and vinegar crisps, and we've got some cheese and onion crisps. So let's make a pattern with the cheese and onion and the salt and vinegar crisps. Here we go. Start with the cheese and onion. Cheese and onion, salt and vinegar. Or we could say blue, green. So what comes next? You're right. Blue. What comes next? Green. Let's pull those closer. What comes next? Blue. And next, green. And then what should we have if we were going a bit further? Can you think what would come next? Blue, green, blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. That's right. Easy peasy, isn't it? Easy peasy. Now, we've got other things as well that we can use. We could use some socks. Black socks and Ella's pizza socks. Pizza socks, they're different. Black socks, pizza socks. Let's have a look and see how many socks I've got though. 1, 2, 3, 4 black socks and 2 pizza socks. So we could make a two-way repeating pattern with those. One black, one pizza, one big black, one pizza, one black. But I haven't got any more pizza socks. I've ran out. So we've got to change this one. We've got to make this into a three-way repeating pattern, and this is how we do it. We have 3 black socks. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. Doesn't matter if they're different sizes really. And then we put that one in. We've got 1 there. So we'd have 1, 2, 3. Oh, do you know Mrs Bowen's just done that wrong? I'm sorry, children. We have to swap the pizza one for the black one. That's better. 1, 2, and the third one is the pizza sock. And then we end up with black, black, and another pizza sock. Can you see that? This time it's not the second thing that's changed, it's the third thing that's changed. It's the number 3 object in the line. That's what we call a 3-way repeating pattern, when it's the third one. Let's try another one, because I didn't do a very good job of explaining that one, so I'm going to do another one for you instead. Take the socks away. This time let's use spoons and beans, because I've got lots of those. Start off with spoons. I've got a really dirty mark there from that squashy plum. Spoon. So remember, we're doing a 3-way repeating pattern. 1, 2 spoons. You're going to have to look carefully because the beans are quite small, aren't they? 1 bean. What comes next? You're right, 2 spoons. 1, 2 spoons, and 1 bean. 1 bean, and again 2 spoons, 1 bean. And what should come next in our pattern? 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean. And you'll notice as I'm starting to say this, sometimes if you change your voice, make it go up or make it go down, you can hear the pattern changing as well. You can almost make a little bit of a song. 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean, 2 spoons, 1 bean. You can hear the difference, and then that helps you see the pattern. Okay, let's do one with the toilet rolls now. There's a lot of talk about toilet rolls, aren't there, at the moment? And Jasmine did a wonderful video of herself catching a toilet roll and putting it on her head. So if any more of you are doing your toilet roll videos, I'd love to see them, because that one was very funny, Jasmine. It was really good. Right, let's put those in there. So we're going to look this time at toilet rolls. We're going to try and make a 3-way repeating pattern if we can. We'll start with an empty one, I think. Yeah. There's an empty toilet roll. Whoops, dropped that one. There's an empty toilet roll. Okay, so there it goes, one there. And then I'm going to go with 2 full toilet rolls. I'm not doing very well today. These glasses aren't helping me at all. I'm dropping everything. 1 there, 1 there. Now what do you think comes next? What comes next? Have I done that the right way round? We're changing it on the 3rd thing. After we've done 3 things, the pattern changes again. What comes next? You're right. It's that one, isn't it? An empty one. And then 2. And then what changes again on the third thing? What is it? That's right. It's a toilet roll, empty toilet roll, and we should end up with 2 full ones right at the end. So every third thing is when the pattern changes again. So this time we've got empty, full, full, empty, full, full, empty, full, full. It's still a repeating pattern. It carries on, but it changes after the third thing in the first part of the pattern. It changes to repeat the same again and again and again. And if I had hundreds of toilet rolls, I could keep going into my garden and up the road, but the pattern would stay the same. All right, have you understood that? Yeah, I hope so. Because this is where the challenge comes for you. I want you to make some patterns now in your house, and you can see with all the things I've used today, you can use whatever you like. You can use fruit, you can use toilet rolls, you can use cups, you can use glasses maybe, but be very careful with things like this because they can break. You can use beans if you've got them, maybe some spoons if you've got enough of those, maybe some toys, some Lego bricks, socks, gloves. I'd love to see some photographs of your patterns. All I want you to do today, or for the rest of the week, I'll be back again on Thursday with some more ideas, but for today and maybe tomorrow, all I want you to do is make some patterns that repeat like mine did. Maybe they repeat after the first object, so it changes after number 2. You've got one there, then it changes after number 2, or maybe it changes after number 3. You can decide. And if you're feeling really clever, you might want to do a bit like the snake in the book. The snake had 4 colours: black, red, yellow and black, and then the pattern repeated again. You might want to make it much longer. You might want to change your pattern after 4 things, or even 5 things. Show me just what clever clogs you can be, and take some photos of your patterns and then send them in, and we can show the other children, perhaps on the website, just how wonderful and pretty and clever and creative your patterns are. Alright, you might not think it's maths, you know, but it is. It's different kinds of maths patterns. It is still maths, it's not numerals and it's not really numbers so much, but it is still about mathematical thinking. Alright, so enjoy yourself, have some fun with some patterns, show me those photos when you've done them, and I'll see you again on Thursday. Alright everybody, happy patterning, see you soon, bye bye.